Joe, now a part of SmackDown Live thanks to the Superstar Shakeup last month. And here's the man, guys, who earlier tonight said he's going to turn the big dog, quote, into a whimpering puppy.
Samoa Joe certainly has the capability to do so. We've seen in the past Joe wrap his arms around the big dog's neck and squeeze the breath right out of his body.
And here comes the big dog.
His opponent from Pensacola, Florida, weighing 265 pounds, Roman Reigns.
Is there a man in WWE today that is more polarizing than Roman Reigns?
I would say absolutely not. Roman Reigns has become used to this. Roman thrives on the hostile environment. He lives for the big fight feel, which is what we're going to get tonight. But is Roman ready? Samoa Joe said earlier today that he looks in Roman's eyes and sees that the big dog has no more confidence left in himself. We're about to find out if that's true.
Well, Samoa Joe had to sit out due to injury for several months and watch Roman Reigns fight month after month, week after week. Sometimes, boys, it's not about a championship. It's about pride. It's about looking the other man in the eye and saying, listen, let's go toe-to-toe. Let's see who is the better man. That's what tonight is truly all about.
The physical match that Roman had with Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania, the trip to South Africa, the battle with Brock inside a steel cage, and the greatest Royal Rumble, then up to Canada, now here tonight against Samoa Joe. And I asked him, has your confidence ever wavered? Have you stopped believing in yourself? And Roman looked in the eye, and he had one word. He said, no.
Well, I can understand that. I mean, Roman Reigns prides himself on being a leader here in WWE. For the guys and girls in the locker room, for the fans all over the globe, Roman lives to do this, and he would never show any sign of weakness overtly. That said, Samoa Joe seems to believe that Roman's cracking, and we're going to find out right now if Joe's got a point or not.
Well, Corey, here's the thing. When you say no, that's one thing. But when you go through so many battles, and so many battles all over the world.
Oh, and Joe caught him with a right. A cheap shot by Samoa Joe. The bell hasn't even rung yet. The official trying to separate these two men. And Joe going right after Roman Reigns.
Absolute brutality. Joe promised to put the big dog to sleep tonight.
Roman Reigns with a right hand fighting back on Samoa Joe. Battling right out here in front of us. Joe and Reigns. This is going to be a physical war.
Yeah.
And now Reigns bringing in the barricade.
This is not going to be for the faint of heart.
And now Samoa Joe.
Uh-oh.
With the Uranagi through the Spanish.
Holy smokes.
Guys, this match hasn't started, right?
No, the bell never rang, the official bell.
Samoa Joe with a cheap shot. A right hand to start this thing. And now Joe.
You think he was ready to come back?
He senses that Roman is wounded. He senses that Roman Reigns is hurt. And Reigns sent over our announce table. Roman Reigns sent over our announce table. And now Samoa Joe. He smells the blood.
Well, he's just talking and talking.
And now for
Another one.
third table for Reigns. And Roman Reigns is being slung all around this arena, beaten down by Samoa Joe.
But the one thing we know, Michael, is he's been through these battles before. This is nothing that Roman Reigns hasn't experienced.
And again, this match has not begun. Samoa Joe attacking Reigns before the match even started. The official trying to get him back in the ring, but Samoa Joe is hell-bent on destroying Roman.
Destroying Roman, yes, Cole, but also sending a message. Hey, I've been out for several months, but maybe I'm the big dog of this yard here tonight.
Well, Samoa Joe out here to prove that. He said that all along. That's what he's here for. He wants to take out
Right now, and I'm thinking to myself, what version of Samoa Joe has come back?
And now the official checking with Roman Reigns, making sure Roman is going to be able to continue so this match will actually start and become official here tonight. Corey Gray's back with us here at ringside. That was close.
Yeah, the match hasn't even begun yet, and we've already had all sorts of destruction ringside.
A wicked Uranagi by Joe put Roman Reigns through the Spanish announce table.
Well, you heard the referee, can you go? Roman shook his head, so here we go.
And Samoa Joe now teeing off on Roman Reigns. A helpless Roman Reigns right now. He's defenseless. He can't even put his hands up to protect himself.
The intensity from Samoa Joe is off the chart. I mean, from the minute Roman Reigns came out here, Samoa Joe had him in his sights, locked eyes, and was ready to go.
And this all started with a, well, I call it a cheap shot. A right hand by Joe to Reigns before the match began. And it has been all Joe destruction since. And there, Roman Reigns hooks the leg by Joe. Kick at it too. Roman, in my estimation, guys, can ill afford a loss here tonight.
Yeah, but it's not going to be that easy for Samoa Joe to put the big dog down. It's going to take a little bit more. I'm surprised Roman, I shouldn't say I'm surprised because I'm not surprised that Roman continued the fight.
I think Samoa Joe is trying to send two messages here. One to Roman Reigns, the other one to the entire SmackDown Live locker room.
Joe's just a mean dude, Corey. You've known him all your life.
Samoa Joe many, many years. He's always been the same guy. He seems to get meaner and nastier as time goes on because he feels he doesn't get the respect he deserves, that he has earned.
Well, there are certain guys that were just made for this business, certain guys that were just made for the physicality. Samoa Joe checks all the boxes.
And we talk a lot about Joe's Muay Thai background, his jiu-jitsu background, but he can just get in your face and beat you down.
Look at this now. Samoa Joe just looking to twist the head off of Roman's shoulders.
I did not expect this tonight.
Well, I know you called it a cheap shot, Michael.
It was, Coach. It happened before the bell rang.
I understand that, but it's called taking advantage of the situation.
No, it's not. It's a cheap shot. The bell didn't ring. The match hadn't started.
This is the pain I was talking about.
300 pounds leaning down across the neck, twisting on Roman Reigns' shoulders.
I would love to ask WWE Stats and Info if that's the quickest through a table we've ever had in WWE history.
And look at Joe continuing to just work on the neck of Roman Reigns.
Keep hearing Samoa Joe say, this is the pain I told you about. Joe, of course, referring to the fact that Roman's going to feel so much pain when he closes his eyes, he's going to see me forever.
I don't want to make excuses for Roman, but guys, he can't be 100% tonight. It was 9 nights ago. He went through that physical, brutal battle with Brock Lesnar.
Well, I think that's the thing about Roman Reigns that we all respect, is that he shows up every single night, regardless, Michael, is if he's 100% or if he's 50% or if he's 25%.
That's why he's the he is today.
But that's also why Samoa Joe is maybe the most dangerous man in WWE. He's got an assassin's mentality. Find a weakness and exploit it, which is exactly what he's doing.
There's very few men that can talk it and then walk it. And Samoa Joe does both very, very well.
Joe's face.
It's all in. Nobody wants it. You just gotta go away. You just gotta go away.
Roman has had no offense at all in this match. It has been all Samoa Joe.
The eyes, the voice.
Short finger lock.
Oh, look at Roman.
Roman just peeling back the fingers of Samoa Joe.
He created separation, and now Roman trying to fight back against Joe.
And this is the separation he needed.
Into the corner goes Roman Reigns.
There you go. Boom! There it is. Joey head rocker, kick you right in the ear.
Cover by Joe to vanquish Reigns tonight. Kick out by Roman.
Samoa Joe might be the quickest big man that we've seen in a very, very long time.
Samoa Joe's been that way for years, Coach. That's how he built his reputation. A man that size that is so smooth in the ring and so physical.
Corey, you've been in the ring with Samoa Joe.
I have not currently have cracked ribs, but I had 2 cracked ribs to show as a trophy for my survival of Samoa Joe.
Joe now with the right jabs. Becomes synonymous. Now a knee to the chin. And right back working on the neck of Roman Reigns.
Great strategy. Samoa Joe's a veteran. He may be relatively new to the WWE universe, but Joe has been around the world 3 or 4 times. Spent considerable amount of time all over the world. Europe, Japan. Joe is a dangerous